Why don't we celebrate ourselves? Why do we wait on somebody else to celebrate us? Why don't we commend ourselves? Why don't we compliment ourselves? No wonder so much of us suffers from a low self-esteem or from not feeling acknowledged or not appreciated, because we don't even acknowledge or appreciate ourselves, yet we desire that from someone. Obviously it's nice, undeniable, for somebody else to say, oh, you look great, or you did a good job, or you're doing good. But I think it's good too if we can say, you know what, I'm doing a good job, or you're doing a good job, girl, you're doing a good job, boy, or I really like this about myself. This is a trait that I admire about me. This is something that I do well. I'm going to celebrate myself. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to commend myself because I'm doing a good job in this area or in that area. I think I'm deserving of this, and I'm going to get it for myself. And it's just as nice as if someone else got it for me. After all, I think the only love that can compare to the love you have towards yourself is the love that God has towards you. Let me celebrate me. Let me love me. Let me acknowledge me. Let me do for me what I want somebody to do for me. And so if I do it for myself and somebody comes around and somebody does it, then that's a bonus. That's an overflow. For your cup would have already been full. Your cup would have been full with the love you have towards yourself. The cup would have already been full because you're treasuring yourself, because you're kind towards yourself, you're patient with yourself, you are forgiving towards yourself, you do nice things for yourself, you are encouraging with yourself, you desire good things for yourself. The thoughts you have towards yourself are positive thoughts. And so when somebody comes along and that person is doing that for you, it's not that they're filling an empty space or an empty void. It's that they're pouring into a cup that is already full. So then there's an overflow. And those are the happiest people. Because, okay, they know if the person who is pouring into an empty cup decides to leave, then you'll be left empty. But if the person who's pouring into a cup that is already full and so it's an overflow, if they decide to leave, you're still left with a full cup. So that's why I'm of the belief that what you want for you, or what you want from somebody, is what you want somebody to do for you. Do it for yourself. After all, we're stuck with us. Nobody is forever joined to us, or they have no choice but to stay with us forever and ever. There's a possibility that at some point in time, those who are nearest and dearest to us can leave or will leave. And so if they can and they will leave, and the only person who's bound to you, the only person you cannot separate yourself from is yourself, why aren't you doing for you what you want others to do? That's your responsibility. You owe it to yourself to treasure yourself, to nurture yourself, to celebrate yourself, to gift yourself with whatever you think you so deserve, or whatever you worked so hard for, to be complimentary towards yourself, to do the things that you know will make you happy, the things that will fill you up, the things that will make you feel pleased, the things that will make you feel loved. And so when somebody comes along and they start doing it, it's an excess. Then it's not a necessity. It's an excess. And so this is how we get to places where, when we're in a relationship and we're no longer with the person, or when we've lost our parents, we're completely lost. We're completely empty. We have no sense of being, no sense of purpose. It's because we were never pouring into ourselves. We were never investing in ourselves. We were never building us. We left that work to somebody else. And that's just setting up yourself for failure. That's setting up yourself for disappointment and hurt and heartache. And so, too, that leads to us not loving people right either, because how can you give something to someone that you aren't even doing for yourself? Or how can you give something to someone that you don't even have? Can you gift someone $100 from an empty bank account? No. You gift someone from a place of excess, from a place of what you already had. So it's a two-way street. You've got to love you so you can receive love, and you've got to love you so you could extend love. You've got to celebrate you so you can receive celebration, and you can extend celebration. You've got to acknowledge and compliment yourself so you could receive it and give it.